Welcome to Board Game Animal. My name is Justin. After playing so many Euro games, my father hit our game group with a quote that has now become one of our running joke quotes that we have to say at basically every game night. And that is, does money count for anything in the end? So you can imagine the gleeful look on his face and the bit of playful side-eye when he asked this, sitting down to play AllPlay's new version of Reiner Knizia's Money. Does money count for anything in the end? Yes, everything. The gist of Money is that you each start with hands of cards that represent different currencies of different values. You'll use this money to bid for turn order, to claim one of 2 lots of 4 cards in the market. There's a lot of flexibility because even if you don't get the lot you wanted, you can opt to claim the money another player just played. Additionally, you could just opt to keep your bid if nothing tickles your fancy. You play through the deck of money cards and score based on how much of each currency you have, as well as for sets of certain specific cards. And that's Money. Now, once you fall down the Reiner Knizia auction game rabbit hole, it's kind of hard to get back out of it. You just probably won't if you're having a good time. What's consistently novel about his different auction games is, no matter how many famous ones he has, they're all very unique and feel very different from each other in how the auction mechanics work or how the flow of the game and interaction around the table feels. Ra doesn't feel like Modern Art, which, doesn't feel like Amun-Re, which doesn't feel like Nightmare Productions. And this is where we kind of come to a huge determining factor when it comes to if you'll enjoy Money or not. It really comes down primarily to one of the game's key functions. If you enjoy auction games where what you're auctioning with is also what you're auctioning for, then Money is possibly one of the cleanest and strictest of that ilk. The hook here, too, is that this is a game while overarching, planning ahead, seeking the big picture is honestly key, but with each auction, each decision you make, it's going to likely be an in-the-moment one, because as the state of what's available to you is going to change a lot. And I know that can be a bit divisive for some, similarly with another Reiner Knizia auction game like Medici, because it can create some pretty tense decisions. Do I give up this thing I'm trying to collect in order to potentially get more? But if that's your cup of tea, again, Money is the kind of game that takes that and distills it down to a science, much like Knizia does, with a lot of implementations of mechanisms. So if you like Knizia's design pedigree in general, or his auction games specifically, and you just want to discover more, then Money is definitely something to check out. Because it does play in a fraction of the time that you'd take to play a game like Ra, or in the line of something like High Society, but again, still feels different, despite the fact that they're both auction games. So check Money out if you like calling on-the-go audibles, set collecting, optimization, and managing your money wisely since you're auctioning for money with money. As far as the production is concerned, I think this is an awesome little piece of work. The art is nice, the currencies look really different, and I really like the dry erase scoreboard and center board for the market. In general, AllPlay does a fantastic job with games in this size. They either manage to pack a bit of a big game or a game that has a lot of replayability in a tiny little square that fits on your shelf. It's really nice, and I think it suits Money. Now, there are also the upgrades you can get that can be handed out during scoring to kind of keep things straight as you're going through each currency. These little wooden figures are incredible, but I think that they will be very unnecessary for many folks. It really comes down to how you like to score points as a group. For me, I think the dry erase boards do a splendid job on their own. However, I could see if Money is a favorite of yours or you really just like the look of these, it's a luxurious embellishment that does look really, really nice. So all in all, I give Money as a game an 8 out of 10. I think it is a phenomenal game, and this new production from AllPlay is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing, and a huge thank you to AllPlay for providing us with the review copy of Money. It is super appreciated. If you're already a fan of the game or you have questions about the game, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, don't forget to always play board games like...
Are you going to casually gloss over the unnecessary animals in the game?
What is this? Casual Kid Knizia?
The bow tie comes out when we're advancing the narrative. Isn't it a little sus how much these animals resemble Zinzuvadis? Almost like it's one massive shared Knizia animal universe.
Believe me, that's a video for another day.
Alright, I'll get the bow tie.